Hey, what's up there, YouTube land? It's Grumpy Gamer Dad here. This is my second video here from my weekend in Southern California, Hollywood, and Anaheim, Disneyland, regarding pins. We had a great weekend. We actually went down there for the Disney After Dark Star Wars night Thursday, and then Friday had a early morning pin release at the Disney Studio store. There's a couple of videos on that you'll see. And then back to Disneyland. And then Saturday, Disneyland, and then back to the DSSH, Disney Studio Store Hollywood. There's videos focused on those pins specifically. A couple of them, we did the event, and first time ever done that event. And so I took a video of all the pandemonium that goes around those events. But this video is all focused on the the Disneyland limited edition pins. None of these are going to be rack pins. These are all LEs. So we'll take a look at the haul we got. So the difference between Disneyland and Disney World park pins, let's say, limited editions, is the production size. So the Disney Studio Store Hollywood, or WDI, a Mickey's of Glendale, type release, is going to be super limited edition. Usually 150 to 300, 400 is the average. But a Disneyland release is, going to be anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000. That's limited edition. The Pixar pin from the kickoff of Pixar Fest that came out last month, the big jumbo one, if you saw that video, that was an LE like 1,000. And it went really quick. And some of these, LE 2,000, they can go like that at the parks. It just depends on what they are. So starting off Star Wars night, there was no exclusive merchandise. We thought there was. 9 o'clock is when the event started, and that's when they released the merchandise. If you've ever been to Disneyland, the Emporium store there on Main Street is where they released it, and you had everybody that had the special lanyard for Star Wars night crowded into that room. No one knew where the merch was going to be, and all of a sudden it appeared, and everybody, it was like Black Friday. It was embarrassing, okay? I've never been so embarrassed for Disney as a company in my life, because it was like Black Friday at Walmart for $10 Blu-ray players or something. It was ridiculous. The people, there was stuff flying, literally flying across the room, and people, pushing and shoving to get this stuff. And now you can find all that shit in the parks and the damn Disney store. I saw it yesterday. I know that's not pin related. I had to get that out there because what was up for grabs was a hat, a shirt, a Darth Vader diecast thing, and then a tumbler. No pins, so we thought. Then we find out the pins are across the street at the music store there. So let's take a look. These were the ones that were released Thursday night, Star Wars After Dark, right, in the park there. And the first one is Chewbacca. It says, "Chewie is my co-pilot." Well, personally, Wookiee is my co-pilot because that's actually my cat's name. So I liked that one, and that's an limited edition. They still had those yesterday when I left the parks, but this one was sold out already. This is the May the 4th Be With You. And ironically, this is a limited release. So last year they had a May the 4th and a May the 5th. They did not do a May the 5th one this year. So they went on sale Thursday for those people attending the event, and then whatever was left over was available for people in the parks the next day. Now, I have to say that we waited in the line for the pins at the pin store for at least a half an hour, and I'm glad we did, because this one here was released early for those of us attending the event. This was the last in this series. This is the X-Wing, the Star Wars Vehicles limited edition set. They're limited edition 4,000, but this is the last in the series, I think, of 10 or 12. Pose X-Wing. And it was sold out the very next day. 4,000 gone. You had non-pin collectors there at Star Wars night. You just had straight diehard Star Wars fans. So everything Star Wars was picked over pretty quickly. And then we also got this one, limited edition. It says Imperial Patrol. It's the new kind of, I don't know, Stormtrooper. I don't know if that's First Order or not, or I don't know. Maybe it's from Solo. Who knows? We picked it up. It's limited edition. Why not? At worst, it's a trader. So a couple more. Pixar Fest, of course, is in full swing. And so they just released a new set of Pixar pals here. These are, you got Baby Dory. They're all cute. You got Crush. And then you got Nemo. Limited edition. I don't know what the edition size was that. But 3 pins for $25. Not bad. And then the annual pass holder exclusive. I think they're going to have one of these a month for the duration of Pixar Fest. You got Nemo. So again, you have to be an annual pass holder to get those. So this weekend there were a lot of events too. I mean, a lot of Star Wars Day was Friday, right? May the 4th. Cinco de Mayo is May the 5th. And a lot of events and a lot of pins for special days going on. So the first one, again, we got the Tres Caballeros, and this is the Cinco de Mayo pin, and it swings back and forth. So insert your best grito here. I actually want to go watch Coco after this video. We were listening to that on the way home. And then Teacher's Day, so you got Merlin here. There was a Nurse's Day pin too that was released on Thursday, the 3rd, and gone in like a couple hours. So this one here, Tinkerbell, it's part of their latte series. They come out with one, I believe, every month or every other month. This one is Tinkerbell, and she looks like a little steaming cup of coffee. And then Mother's Day coming up, so they of course released this pin with Baby Hercules and Hercules Mama, and it's Mother's Day 2018. And then finally, this is another part of a series, Once Upon a Time. It's a flip pin, so you got Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket, and then you flip it over, and there's Pinocchio and the Blue Fairy. Pretty cool. So yeah, these are just limited edition pins we bought there. We really avoided rack pins unless it's something we really like Doug from Up. I can't get enough Doug, and they don't make enough Doug pins, so that's kind of weird. So yeah, there was a couple more that we got that I didn't include in here. The Star Wars vehicles, we got a couple of the older ones. We got last month's, which was a TIE Fighter, and I think a couple months ago it was the Ghost from Star Wars Rebels. So I got a little bit of time left here. Just sharing this. This is not related to Disneyland Parks. This was the Disney Studio Store Hollywood. This was their official rules. Yeah, for the event, really. And then this is what we were there for. They're called Curse of Cuties. It's like a second series in the series. Started at 6 a.m. on May 4th, and we did not get them. But the next series coming out is from the Solo movie. And so those are going to be online. I'm going to shoot for those. And since I'm going to shoot for those, and since it's the Solo movie, I'm going to shoot first. So suck it, Greedo fans. Anyway, until next time, this is Grumpy Gamer Dad saying, stick around for more pins.